So let's talk about our networking threats. When it comes to networking threats, some of our issues include sniffing and eavesdropping. Who is sniffing the network? Anybody? I can download a sniffing program and throw it on my desktop and start looking for, I'm going to filter this and say, find me anything that says Dale in it and Ray's. And maybe I'm going to modify that email so I add an extra digit or two to that email. We also need to be aware of ARP poisoning. And what we mean by ARP poisoning is this, and we'll get into this a little bit later on as well, but ARP is the Address Resolution Protocol, which is in charge of resolving an IP address to a MAC address, which is the NIC card, right? Well, if I can ARP poison you, and typically you are aware of a default gateway so that you can go out on the internet. But if I can ARP poison and change the MAC address that your computer thinks is the router or the default gateway, instead being my machine, I'm going to route you right through my machine, and then I'll go ahead and send it to the default gateway and get you out to the internet. But I'm going to also capture information as you type it in or as the traffic passes through. We also have issues with denial of service attacks. Again, the concept here behind denial of service attacks is to deny services from being rendered. Sometimes, again, it's intentional. Sometimes it's not intentional. We also have spoofing, or pretending to be somebody that you're really not. Let's see, I'll put this in superhero terms. Superman pretends to be Clark Kent. I know, you thought I was going to go the other way around, didn't you? Actually, Superman is Superman. He has to pretend to be human, not like Batman and Bruce Wayne. Bruce Wayne has to pretend to be Batman, somebody he's not. Actually, I guess I get into a philosophical debate on that one. But spoofing is where I send information, packets, or emails, or anything across the network, but make it look like it came from another machine or another person. All these create threats for us that we have to be aware of.